For this video, we are going to talk about fundamental counting principles. Fundamental counting principles are the ways, methods, or techniques in determining the number of possible outcomes of an experiment. And for the whole video, we are going to talk about two fundamental counting principles, which are the following: multiplication rule and addition rule. We will also discuss when to use each rules in a word problem. Therefore, let us start. Let us start with the multiplication rule, also known as the product rule. So it only states that suppose a first task can be performed in m sub 1 ways, and second task can be performed in m sub 2 ways, and so on until the nth task can be performed in m sub n ways. Then the number of performing all those tasks in succession is m sub 1 times m sub 2 and so on times m sub n. It only means that the total number of ways to do a series of tasks is the product of the number of ways to do each task. Let's have an example. Jim bought 3 shirts, 2 pants, and 2 shoes. In how many ways can he make an outfit using the items he bought? So, let's try to visualize the problem. I have here Jim. So, it said in the problem that he bought 3 shirts, 2 pants, and 2 shoes. If he is going to make an outfit out of these items that he had bought, it means to say that for every outfit, he has to choose 1 shirt, 1 pants, and 1 shoes. So the question is, in how many ways or how many possible combinations of outfits can he have? So let us see, or let us try to solve the given problem. What are the given? We have 3 shirts, 2 pants, and 2 shoes. Okay? So, ano yung sinabi natin kanina? We have to choose one. Okay? We have to take note here. We have to choose one in each item. 1 shirt, 1 pants, and 2 shoes. So, meaning, one task is to choose a specific shirt to wear. Another task is to choose what pants to wear. And another task is to choose what shoes to pair with together. So therefore, in this case, these 3, choosing an outfit or choosing a particular item, okay, an item in each type, shirts, pants, and shoes, are different tasks. So we can just simply multiply them together since we have to consider one in each item, or we can just simply use the multiplication rule. So the answer must be 3 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 12. So there are 12 outfits or 12 ways wherein he could make a specific outfit on all the items that he had bought. You can list if you want to check. Next, let's proceed with another example. Leslie from Manila wants to go to Aklan. The cheapest way to go there would be by bus from Manila to Batangas, then from Batangas to Aklan by ship. If there are 4 bus companies and 2 shipping lines that she can consider, in how many different ways can she travel via bus and ship going to Aklan? So, again, no, let's try to visualize. I don't want you to read the problem. So, this is Leslie. She wants to go to Aklan, but maybe she's short of money, so she just want to do it the cheapest way possible. So the cheapest way possible is to ride a bus and to After that, she will ride a ship going to Aklan. So, upon checking all the all the bus companies and all the shipping companies that will take her to Aklan, there are four bus companies from Manila to Batangas, going to Batangas. There are two shipping lines going to from Batangas going to Aklan. So, in this case, for her to go to Aklan, she must choose one bus company, okay, that will take her from Manila to Batangas, and one shipping line, okay, choose one shipping line from that will take her from Batangas to Aklan. All right. So for our solution, again, each task, okay, there's a specific task in choosing a bus company, and there's another task wherein she has to choose a shipping line. And she has to consider, okay, one in each task. So, meaning one for the bus company, one bus company, at the same time, one shipping line. Because she won't be able to go to Aklan if she will simply choose a bus company but not choosing any shipping line. Or she cannot go to Aklan if she will just simply choose a shipping line. So she has to consider one in each item. So in this case, we have to use the multiplication rule. So we just simply multiply the two. So that is 4 times 2, which is equal to 8. So there are 8 ways or 8 itineraries that she can form. Okay? That she can form going to Aklan from Manila. How about the second rule or the sum rule? The addition rule or sum rule. Suppose a series of tasks are mutually exclusive to each other, and the first task can be performed in m sub 1 ways, the second task can be performed in m sub 2 ways, and so on until nth task can be performed in m sub n ways. Then the number of ways of performing all the tasks in succession is m sub 1 plus m sub 2 and so on plus m sub n. So in other words, we have to take note of these two things here. If the series of tasks are mutually exclusive to each other, therefore, you should just simply get the sum of the number of ways to do each task. So you'll just add them together if they are mutually exclusive. But what are mutually exclusive events? Mutually exclusive events are simply events that cannot happen at the same time. So for example, you cannot take a bath at the same time work in a construction or do some construction works. You cannot dip in your bathtub while doing some construction works. It would be very embarrassing if you're going to do that, right? Or you cannot you cannot choose a one digit number at the same time get a two digit number. It's just that you have to get a one digit number or you have to get a two digit number. So, when do we say that the two tasks are mutually exclusive? Well, in general, we're talking about cases. For example, for numbers, if you were to choose a number less than 100, so a number less than 100, you have to think of what? Let's do this. Let's go back with this example. If you have or if you are to choose a number less than 100, or a positive number, a positive integer less than 100, you have to consider getting a one-digit number at the same time, or getting a two-digit number. But it cannot happen at the same time. So you have to count first how many ways are you going to have a one-digit number. Then you have to count how many ways can you get a two-digit number, and then add those cases. So that's where cases happens. Okay? So those are just simple example. So let's have an example of some problems, okay? When to use addition rule, but I have to remind you, or I want you to take note of these problems, because these problems are somewhat similar with the first problem. So I want you to take a look at the difference between these word problems from the past example that we had. Okay. So for the first example, here we go. It's Jim again. Jim go to the mall again to buy some clothes. He chose 3 shirts, 2 pants, and 2 shoes. However, at the counter, he checked his bag and realized that he left his wallet. He has some money in his pocket, but it is only enough to buy one item. In how many ways can Jim decide what to buy? So what's the difference in this particular problem? So again, he chose the same number of combinations, no? 3 shirts, 2 pants, and 2 shoes. But this time, he left his wallet. Since he left his wallet, what happened? He can only buy one item. So therefore, he can only buy shirts, okay, one piece in all the items that he has chosen. So for the solution, let's see here. Only item, only one item must be considered. Isa lang. So either shirts or pants. He has to choose one shirt or one pants or one shoes. So in this case, since isa lang ang kailangan mong kunin dyan, either this, or this, then pipili ka lang ng isa sa bawat isang yon. So, it cannot happen at the same time. I cannot choose one shirt, I cannot choose one pants, and I cannot choose one shoes at the same time. So, they are mutually exclusive to each other. Choosing a shirt, choosing a pants, and choosing a shoes are mutually exclusive to each other. So, therefore, that's the time that I will just simply use the addition rule. Kasi, isa lang yung kailangan kong kunin. So, therefore, 3 plus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 7. So there are only 7 ways, okay, or 7 ways to decide what to choose from. Either the red shirt, that's one possible way. Either the blue shirt, that's the other way. Either the green shirt, the black pants, the brown pants, the violet shoes, or the brown shoes. Kasi isa lang. No? So, 7 ways possible to decide what to choose. Next, this one. I think this will be the end of this video, so I just want you to try this one. Leslie from Manila wants to go to Aklan. She can go via bus, via Manila to Batangas, and ship via Batangas to Aklan. Or just take a direct flight from Manila to Aklan. If there are 4 bus companies, Manila to Batangas, 2 shipping companies, Batangas to Aklan, and 3 airlines, Manila to Aklan, in how many ways can she go to Aklan from Manila? So in this case, we have to take note, no, of this two possible cases. So in this particular problem uses two different rules. Okay, so let me just give you some clues on how to answer this. First is the same as our example a while ago. So for her to go to Aklan, he can choose or he can ride a bus and a ship. Okay? So she has to consider one in each. So parang step 1, I have to ride a bus. Step 2, I have to ride a ship. Well, yes, they are mutually exclusive to each other, but take note, you cannot go to Aklan by just simply riding a bus only. You also have to do or you also have to consider riding a ship for you to be able to go to Aklan. So more or less, riding a bus and riding a ship are not mutually exclusive with each other in this particular um, problem. But the direct flight from Manila to Aklan, so when you take an airplane from Manila to Aklan, you cannot take a bus or you cannot schedule a bus. No, you cannot book a ticket for a bus going to Manila or going to Batangas from Manila. Or you cannot take a ship going to going to Aklan from Batangas because you already have the direct flight. So the airline or that particular airplane or that particular flight will take you directly, no, from Manila directly to Aklan. So meaning it's another case. Either you rode or you either Leslie takes bus and ship or direct flight or take an airplane directly to Aklan. So, the question is, in how many ways can she decide if she wants to go to Aklan from Manila? So, I'll give you time to answer this particular problem. So, that's all for today. Goodbye, class.